Hey guys, welcome to another commentary done by Diggity. In the upper right hand corner we have Mantra, aka Tristan, and the bottom left hand corner we have AsumaSensei, aka PsyonicReaver, as the red protoss PvP, and this is actually going to highlight Sentry use and PvP applications in particular. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. AsumaSensei PsyonicReaver has been live casting a ton of stuff, pretty much non-stop. If you go to justin.tv/ICCUP, kind of like the joke but with an extra C in there. And I want to give a special shout out to Day9 for bringing this game. Well, he didn't know he was bringing this game to my attention. Actually, he doesn't know a lot of things, which I'm going to kind of reveal. I want to dote on him a little bit, but yeah, he had a podcast at Team Liquid. He was talking about this game in particular. And yeah, again, I want to dote on him a little bit. First of all, I think he's the best source of Starcraft knowledge that you can get right now, because not only does he have a very high level of understanding, he's very good at articulating it. And his teaching commentaries are basically, I think, the best way to learn the original Starcraft out there, period, right now. So I highly recommend checking out the Day 9 dailies. Additionally, I just think he's an upstanding guy in general. I think he's got a lot of class. And yeah, when I originally started casting Starcraft, I was kind of hoping that people would go, oh look, he's a noob, maybe I can do this too, I know a lot more about Starcraft than he does, and that they would start commentating as well. And that essentially did not happen for a very long period of time. But now we have Day 9 in the community, and he's doing the casting, and yeah, I'm really glad that he's doing it and doing it extremely active. It's kind of like one of those, I feel like, not saying that, oh, I was the one who made Day 9 start casting or anything like that, but him casting is one of the goals in the original goals I had in mind when I started casting. Was like, I really want to see a high level guy start doing YouTube commentary, or doing commentary. He actually does it at live stream at Strider Doom, but do commentary at large at a very high level, and articulately and whatnot, to help the foreigner community out, and he does that, and he's awesome. So special shout out to him. Yeah, 2 thumbs up. Anyway, Mantra, aka Strider Doom, his friend, he's also on that podcast at Team Liquid. He is going to basically, to give you a little bit of a spoiler, he's going to be going mostly Zealot, and then he's going to be trying to use the sentries. And it looks like he's doing a very good job with his macro, again, using that chrono boost. The nice thing about the chrono boost, I like what Blizzard's solution was a little bit across the board. I think they might have toned down Spawn Larva a bit, but also with this chrono boost, it has applications that are far-reaching, and I don't think we're going to see the full application of it for quite some time to come, because basically what you can do is you can boost the building, any building, by 50% for 30 seconds. So you can produce a lot of troops rather rapidly to do maybe a really crazy proxy, like just something that's proxy and so fast that it's unbelievable. Looks like we're having a little bit of a probe-on-probe battle. Sai doesn't look like he has position on his ramp just yet. Might be able to kill this probe. Looks like it is going to escape with a little bit of health. But additionally, Chrono Boost, I mean, think about the upgrades. There's just a lot of applications for that. So I think it's a nice answer to Spawn Larva. I think it's a cool mechanic in general, and it really makes macro... I kind of agree where they're not saying, oh yeah, it's actually a little bit more difficult to do. I think it's making macro more complicated. It's making it a little bit more strategic, and I think it's going to make the game just more interesting at large. Mantra actually running up and being aggressive right here, getting chased down by Psionic. It looks like he's got an additional Zealot. Psionic should be pushed back here momentarily. And to give you kind of an idea of Psionic's strategy here, just because I know what happens in this match, he is going to go to he's getting his geyser right now. He's going to go up to Cybernetics Core and go Heavy Stalker, and really a little bit of a battle happening there. It looks like Psionic's outnumbered, needs to back off, and Mantra saving his probe with just a little bit of health. And you're seeing 2 gate opening from both players with a couple pylons to start. You have to go a little bit more pylon heavy to begin with, rather than just producing, well, you don't have to, but it's better economically, and with the distance on this map, I kind of like in Starcraft 1, I don't know that you can really run up, especially on a ramp map. But Psionic, as a result, what he's going to keep doing is he's going to keep pushing up this ramp, and he's going to keep engaging these attacks to, one, kind of get a good look at Mantra's Zealot count, and also to make sure that Mantra doesn't get any sort of proxy pylon out, and additionally that he stays contained inside of his base while he gets his Stalker army out. That way he's going to have room, because essentially Stalkers in large numbers, a lot of players have done this, I've done this, Stalkers in large numbers versus Zealots work very well if you have the room to micro them. As long as you have the room to just fire them down one by one, it can end up very, very successful, but you have to make sure you maintain map control and can work with it. And so Psionic being very aggressive on the ramp early, making sure that Mantra is kind of locked to building Zealots, and wants to make sure that Mantra, continues to build Zealots, and also that he can't get any sort of map control to kind of press out and work that. And it looks like we're seeing Cybernetics Core now significantly later for Mantra. The one thing I kind of expected from Psionic that we didn't see is I expected him to upgrade the Warp Gate a little bit earlier and maybe try to use the Stalkers at the forward position, maybe even upgrade Blink, because I think Blink is the missing factor in this match, and I think if he had Blink, he would have had a little bit more success. Spoiler, he does end up losing this. Apologize for that spoiler ahead of time. But again, it's the Sentry thing, and Mantra's going sentries, and why have a highlight of an ability here when the player ends up losing or whatnot. Yeah, I don't know where to go with that. Anyway, Zealot, don't know any more comments on that. So Psionic doing a pretty good job of making sure that Mantra is sealed in, sending out another Zealot just to get a good look at the Zealot count on the front.